What does it profit us to have gained the whole world and to have lost or ruined our own self? My dear brothers and sisters, a worthy and purposeful life does not focus merely on heaping up money or a material legacy. The rich man in the parable believed his future was secure and that his good fortune was entirely due to his own merits. It must have come as a shock to learn his life was God's gift and God's to take away. We might even feel a sneaking admiration for this industrious man. There is in all of us some streak of greed and covetousness, wanting to own things at all costs. Greed can spring up from lack of love, and many people try to fill that void with property or celebrity. There is ample evidence of this on every side. The clamour of the rat race, an obsessive scramble to advance by fair means or foul, the demands of already well-paid professionals for higher salaries, backed by the withdrawal of services if these demands are not met. Jesus opposes such self-seeking and wants us to face the question, what are my hopes for the future life hereafter? The rich fool spent his energies on piling riches upon riches. The other extreme would be to see no value at all in working for a living. Why bother with service since life is so short and we can be fed at public expense? Living off state benefits is not a valid vocational option. That tendency existed among some in the early church who thought that the second coming of Christ was so near that work was superfluous. St. Paul, usually so concerned with spiritual growth, shows himself a pragmatist on this matter. He says, if anyone refuses to work, he should not eat. Virtue is usually midway between extremes. We should apply this to our appetite for money. On the one hand, we have the voluntary poverty of Jesus. Born in a place used to house animals, he left this world owning nothing, stripped even of his clothes before being crucified. On the other side, we need some worldly goods, a place to live and money to live on. And there are many ways to use money responsibly. Someone rich who used that wealth to provide worthwhile employment is doing more than one who claims to believe the gospel but does nothing for the welfare of others. We lay up treasures in heaven by living with integrity, not only honoring God but also caring for our neighbor. To live a good, honorable life, we need to put to death our vices, especially greed, which is like worshipping a false god. Nothing can better show the relativity of money than the question, this pile of yours, when death comes knocking, whose shall it be? Amen.